Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the third episode of Darling in the Franxx. So, in the last episode, it was pretty much sexual innuendo, the anime, for the most part. These kids seem to not have had a great deal of sex ed in this setting, in this world. Probably directly related to, piloting the Franxx. But yes, the main conflict was Ichigo. She wanted to be partners with Hiro, and unfortunately, he's kind of taken 0-2, claimed him. He's her darling after all. That was not good enough for her. She still wanted it. She still tried. They had a mock battle and everything, but in the end, he just couldn't get it up with her. Even after kissing, it just still didn't work, and it was just a very unfortunate situation. I do feel very bad for Ichigo, because I do quite like her. I do not like Zotome. He's a douche. I hope karma hits him sooner rather than later. And apparently 02 has like Cloxosaur blood in her, which I guess would be the reason for the horns. At the very least, that's a rumor. I think it's true because that, one council thing we're kind of talking about mixing blood or something with Hiro, and how the results of her combat with him was worth, experimenting with and all that. And yeah, there's also a great scene with Miku getting dressed. I mean, I probably don't have to elaborate on that, so let's get into it. Let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. They become a parasite someday? Oh. I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess. Because you're as cute and tasty as a strawberry. Okay. I gotcha. So not strawberry. Just EG for 1, go for 5. Yeah, very cheery flashback, clearly. Backstory. I mean, I guess it's better than just having a number, because I think he's 16, and yeah, Ichigo is 15, I guess. And apparently being a single digit's a big deal, and 02 I think is the only one they said. Yes, I do currently live with a lot more people than I used to, so there's a good chance that there will be loud background noise. I do have a noise gate filter in the recording software, so that should take care of most of it, but some of it will get through, and I apologize for that if it does. Yeah, and 02 is definitely making sure to keep her jelly for herself. Wait, that scene where she was enjoying some meats together with Darling. I also quite like the spray paint-esque way they have that Ichigo put a uniform on. That was really cool. I couldn't think of a better way to phrase it, but hopefully you know what I mean. That's the morning after is going to be a bit awkward. So, about last time. It's not you, it's me. I just wanted to say that before you ran off. I like how that's a thing. You piloted with her and didn't come out with any severed limbs. It's a miracle. A well-drawn duck. A bit weird, yeah. A lot happened in that suit, in that mech. Yeah, I wonder why. Almost like she has a thing for him. Of course, they were siblings, that would make it, you know. A miracle or plot convenience, one of the two. I mean, that would explain why he couldn't get it up, you know. She's like a sister to him. uh, that's a good question. What are you gonna do? That was a nice moment last episode when she was like, "Can I ride on your FranXX again?" And live to tell the tale. And rumors like the horns. Then I'll ride with her. Yeah. So that's pretty much a done deal if you want to be a pilot. uh, no, that was totally your fault, dude. He really is. Yeah, think of the sync ratio. He can pilot, just needs to be with the right person. You know? A mature older woman that can, you know, handle him. Oh, that was bad time in there. Well, yeah, I'm sure he is. It doesn't mean much, it's just one person. Yeah. Yeah, you bunch of ungrateful jerks. Because she wants the D. You're kind of ignoring the fact that he came out, you know, without being severely injured. Which is more than you can say for a lot of her partners. A little bit over dramatic there, buddy. This isn't drama club. That's a mech. Looks like it was made of cardboard almost. You know, a bunch of cardboard boxes. A do-it-yourself mech. A budget mech. Poke, poke. uh, but your horns are just out there exposed. I mean, that's definitely true. Yeah, all things considered. I mean, to do mech things or darling things, one of the two, maybe both. You didn't get through. uh, Honestly, by the way he phrased that, I thought it was funny. Yeah, I'll get you through. Don't worry. Yeah, like a dance. Yep, you penetrated it. That's how it works. You hold hands and penetration. That's how it goes. And that's an incredible view, yeah. You had a really sad existence, didn't you? You're staring again. She actually said that. Yeah, he's good at that. Oni. I mean, it would make sense to go with Oni. It's still better to have a name than not to. I thought he already said he wouldn't run away. Like I just opened up. And that's really not safe. uh, uh. Well, that's a relief. Easy win. So you guys have to do it. Uh, so better sooner than later. But I don't know what Hero's gonna do. I guess he'll just stay behind. But it's easier said than done. What does she want to kiss with him next? See, that gives them a power boost in their FranXX. uh, oh, I'm ready, alright. Ready and in position. So I wonder how they're gonna do. You know, if I was in that position, I'd look a lot more excited than that. uh, yeah, I totally know what all that means. So even less of them are going out. I don't know how this is gonna go. That wouldn't have been funny if it wasn't for the type of anime that this is. Yes. Slowly. Yeah, Miku really should sing a song to help pass the time. To put it mildly. I mean, have you tried kissing? Uh, yeah, give it some time. See if you can work things out. Yep, Frank's spreading. I swear they're doing this on purpose. Interesting anime. Don't get stuck. Yeah, don't get ahead of yourselves. It's far from over, I'm sure. Which is saying something. But yeah, very much amateur, as you can tell. That's why you know, take care of it before showboating. And with one of them unconscious, it's not going to move at all. But I'm sure Miku's fine, just... Oh, great, more of them. A lot more of them. I sure wish they had a certain 0-2 with them. I know, right? They just don't get it. Yes, I was waiting for this. uh... The rules are more important than our survival, don't you know that? Yeah, how about no? I mean, if you want to die, go for it. That's some really faulty logic. And it's gonna cost you your life if they agree to this. I'm sure Hiro's more concerned with them not dying than who actually rides with you. Yeah. Going for the NTR, I see. Well, it was nice knowing you. uh, I look forward to your slow and painful death. Well, I'm sure you're not. I hope you're not a complete cuck. uh, I just love seeing them light up like that. But yeah, they're currently pounding on the entrance, so. Of course, that's what she's concerned with. But she's got nothing to worry about. And yeah. Uh, oh, yeah, it's gotten even worse. At this point, it's safe to say mistakes have been made. He might have lived to fight another day. Things can't get much worse from here. Yeah, just quickly go down the shaft and try to save them. She made a bit of a mess, but yeah, she took care of it pretty quickly. Although someone's got to clean it up afterwards. You look like you're sweating a bit there, buddy. Uh, oh no, I assure you, you were the problem. It really is going full NTR. But I still think he's gonna die. Admittedly, that might be influenced by wishful thinking. Yeah. Oh yes, please do. See how much this arrogant asshole can take. No, it's fine, let it go. To be fair, I don't think anyone did. uh, yeah, a bit messy. But how messy is it on the inside? And how's Mitsuru, whatever his name is, doing? Looks like about as well as I expected, yeah. At least he got knocked down off his high horse. It didn't look like he was dead, I don't know. I thought I saw him moving slightly. At the very least, it's not looking good. But yeah, somebody commented about, kind of complained about me not, showing my reaction to the ending thing. I did cut that part out because I was kind of dealing with something there near the end. But yeah, it's a very good opening, very good ending. One of the better ones of the season, to be sure. I do wonder where she's running to. I would assume Darling. Yes, as we learned in this episode, only Darling should be in the FranXX. Yeah, I guess that's supposed to represent the bird cage. Like being trapped in it. So that was the third episode of Galleon and the FranXX. And in this episode, the main thing was the newbies were sent on a little mission to take care of, low-level Cloxosaur. Unfortunately, it seemed like there was a lot more than intended, as well as the boss of them eventually showing up. So it was kind of a mistake to not bring along the Strelizia one with 02 and Hero. But once they realized their mistake, they were going to send them, but unfortunately, I guess Hero is not officially registered as a proper stunman, so he couldn't go. So the only way they could send Strelizia was to have a different partner. And apparently, Mitsuru was more than ready to, to jump at that opportunity, which is surprising considering the life expectancy of 02's partners. But apparently, he had the very wrong opinion that, well, if Hero can do it, anyone can do it, and I'm better than Hero. And that was, yeah, he's an idiot. But he apparently was not satisfied with his current partner, so he wanted to switch it up to a different one, to the best, pretty much, 02. And I think it's safe to say he ended up regretting that in the end. Of course, he was really riding his high horse there, halfway through that battle, but when she's like, oh, you can take it? Well then, let's see how much you can take it. And yeah, it turns out he actually can't take as much as he thought he could take. He's still alive though, he was still kind of breathing a little bit. So I'm sure he'll be fine in the end, hopefully having learned a lesson. I didn't really want him to die, but I also wanted him to, be taught a lesson. So I'm more than happy with the outcome of that. Yeah, not exactly super happy about the NTR element at all, really, but that's about as good as it could have ended, really. And yeah, apparently those Clacosaurs really do, leak a lot of blue paint. Very messy. But yeah, we didn't have any actual casualties, so I think overall they recovered as well as they could have the situation in general. And especially when you had Amigu who got knocked unconscious. Then you have Ichigo who's still very much thinking about the mock battle incident, which she really needs to get together, as she said. Let's get a little bit on the backstory. We got to see that Hero apparently liked to name people, name people he was close to. And Ichigo is called Ichigo because of her number 15, 1, 5, Ichigo. So it has nothing to do with strawberries, apparently. And I think he was going to give 02 a name, but I think she opted out of it and he didn't end up giving her one. Oni would be the obvious choice there. But I don't know, maybe he'll give her one later. But she did kind of joke around about running away, but I'm sure there was at least half truth to that. Because I don't think she's too happy with her current living situation. Of course, all their living situations in general kind of suck, Not a very great setting, great life. I mean, when they're called parasites, they're not really in the greatest situation. Especially when they're apparently taught that, if they can't pilot, they have no worth, is kind of the impression I got, kind of a brainwashing cult type thing. But in any case, looking forward to the next episode. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon, and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.